Today I'm going to show you how you can kill germs in your car. Now cars are obviously closed, small spaces. Good luck getting inside here to clean. You get germs in there, especially small ones like viruses. They can probably stay in there for quite some time. Now, this is an ozone generator. As scientists have said, ozone is an excellent disinfectant with the superior ability to kill viruses and biological contaminants. And from past studies, ozone gas has been proven to kill the SARS coronavirus. From what I've researched, there's over 17 scientific studies that show that ozone gas can kill the SARS coronavirus. As for the new one, the nCoV coronavirus, it's related. Nobody's finished any studies yet. The Chinese are studying it, but they're both coronaviruses. Since it's been proven that ozone can kill the SARS coronavirus by breaking down the envelope on the outside of the virus so that they can't stick to healthy cells and it ends up destroying their strands inside too. Yes, Scotty's not a fool. I was writing my PhD before I got married. So I'm not just some old mechanic guy. I've got a few brain cells in here to know a few things. And water treatment plants have used ozone processes to get rid of virus and bacteria, and even to get rid of some of the metals that's in the water, the way that it works, that it binds with stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me if a serious ozone generator like this could kill the new coronavirus. Since it's been proven to kill the old SARS coronavirus, I can't really see why it would be any different. So I'm going to show you how you can kill germs in your car using one of these things. To begin with, you can see it's serious. This isn't a joke. Use an unoccupied space only. When an ozone generator does this in an enclosed space like inside your car, it creates ozone. It takes the oxygen molecules, turns them into ozone molecules. You can breathe oxygen. Yes, you have to, but you can't breathe ozone. Let's say you put this inside a car, roll up the windows, sat inside while it's running. Well, it would kill you too. You wouldn't have any oxygen to breathe. It gets rid of the oxygen, places it with ozone. That's the serious warning. Use only in unoccupied spaces. And since it's a gas, they're tiny. The molecules are small. It will get inside your dash. It's going to go inside everywhere. This is a serious process. Like I said, you got to do it in an unoccupied area. But here's how you do it. First thing you want to do is go inside the car and start her up. You want to turn it on to heat. The hotter the better. Full blast. Recirculate. See? We want to have it on recirculate air. So the air is just recirculating inside the car. Now to protect your unit, hey, 110 volts, so you just plug it in. And all the scientific studies I've read said that to really kill it, you want 30 to 70 minutes. So I'll put it on 70 minutes, and stick it in. I'm gonna place it in the middle here. Then we'll just close the door. And now it's doing its thing. It's gonna turn all the oxygen inside into ozone, and that can finish off mold, bacteria. For sure it finishes off the SARS coronavirus. As for the new coronavirus, like I say, they're studying it. They don't know yet whether it does or it doesn't. I'm assuming they have a relatively similar structure, and that the ozone should kill that too. Now, if you watched the video I made a few weeks back about a guy in Dallas, an exterminator, who spends a lot of time, 7 or 8 cars every week, getting rid of bed bugs in Uber cars. People are finding that, hey, sometimes the bed bugs, they get in there. Guess what? The ozone kills the bed bugs too. And since a car is relatively small inside, there isn't that much space. Running it for 70 minutes is going to permeate absolutely everything and get rid of the germs and the bugs that are inside your car. But as far as I'm concerned, you got a small space like a car. If you have any viruses in your car, anybody sitting in there is going to be pretty close to wherever it is, because it's a small space. And obviously, the closer you get to a virus, the more chance you'd have of getting it. You stick in an ozone generator and you kill all the stuff inside. Sure sounds like a good idea to me. Hey, if I were an Uber driver going back and forth to the airport all the time, every night I'd put that thing in for an hour just to be sure. I mean, why chance it? And now you want to get rid of the ozone. So, roll down both windows, leave the car running, and put it on fresh air. Now it's on fresh. And to really air it out, open the doors, and in this case, the hatch too. Now it's wide open. Since the ozone is a gas, the gas is all going to escape quickly. I mean, leave it this way for 10 minutes, it's going to suck it all away. And then the ozone gas is gone, You have oxygen back in your car, and you can go back in and breathe and not worry. This isn't like using some kind of chemicals, pesticides, really strong stuff that a lot of people are allergic to. If you treat a car with ozone, it doesn't do anything. She gets in the car, it doesn't affect her at all because the ozone gas is gone. It doesn't linger, it's a gas. And since it's not some kind of spray with chemicals in it, the chemicals aren't stuck on anything. It's just a gas that binds and kills everything inside the car. There's 17 studies say that ozone kills the old SARS coronavirus. To me, it's only logical that it'd probably kill the new coronavirus too. Like you say, they're studying it now. They haven't come to any conclusions yet because they don't even know that much. They don't even know how long the thing lasts. But all I know is this ozone stuff does a great job at killing mold, bacteria, the old virus. So it certainly can't harm anything as long as you remain outside of the enclosed area while it's doing its job. And here's some bonus questions and answers. Mountain Dew It says, Scotty, do you think buying old police cars are any good? Can it be a safe buy? I've been thinking of picking an old Ford Taurus Police Interceptor as daily driver once my Accord kicks the bucket. Hey, they generally have the heck beat out of them. And that's why the police get rid of them when they're all worn out. As a daily driver, nah, not such a smart move. If you want a project car that you're willing to put transmission, engine work into it, and body work, and you want a toy, because you can get them dirt cheap, go ahead. But as a daily driver, not so much. Not so much. It's I've had customers do it, and then they later kick themselves and said, you got to put too much money in this thing. And then they just sell it at a loss and go on to another car. They're fun toys if you like messing with cars, but not as an everyday driver. CD61 says, Scotty, would you buy a car with a salvage title from a YouTuber that videos the whole rebuild process? No. You can fake things in videos, so you don't even know if it's real or not, but cars are salvaged. It's because they're destroyed and an insurance company says, hey, the damage is more than the car's worth. Here's your check. And some of these sleazy guys will go out and buy them and then fix them as cheap as they can and try to sell them to people. And it doesn't matter if it's a salvage, reconditioned. Reconditioned doesn't mean it was actually reconditioned correctly. You know, it's best to stay away from those kinds of cars. The only ones of those that I ever had customers that were happy enough with the cars were ones that bought ones that around here came from like Dallas, because it get a lot of hail up there. And if your car gets whacked by hail and it's got a million dimples on it, it would cost a fortune to get rid of them, right? So then they sell them. Well, if you don't mind having a car that's full of dimples, that doesn't affect the driving or anything of it. It's just a car that looks crappy because it's got a million dents in it. That's okay if you don't mind the dents. But otherwise, wrecked, flooded, stolen, nah, you don't want to mess with the salvage title. Honda John says, Scotty, my friend has a 2007 Chevy Impala with 200,000 miles on the original engine and tranny. Shocking, I know. The transmission slips sometimes. She doesn't know if she should fix it or sell it or what. Well, if it slips sometimes, keep driving it. Tell her to have a quart of fluid sucked out of the transmission and put a quart of the Lucas anti-slip additive in and just see what happens. Because it's got 200,000 miles. It's a 13-year-old Impala. It's worth nothing. You try to sell it or trade it in, you'll get practically nothing. Maybe $600 for it or something. And what the heck? If she tries that, the Lucas, and it stops slipping, maybe it'll last a while. Because when it goes, it's worth nothing now. So then you just junk the car and get something else. She's living on made money now on the bank's money with 200,000 miles. I just say try the Lucas, drive it around, see how long it lasts. And when it finally doesn't go at all and just spins, junk the stupid thing. It's not worth putting a bunch of money into, and if she sells it, you'll get nothing. So why not just keep driving it and see? John's long gone says, Senor Scotty, I'm looking at a 98 Volvo S90, 151K, $1,500. All the reviews say it's one of the best of the last rear drive Volvo sedans. Want to know your take on it? Yeah, you know, they were good cars when they were new, but that thing is what? I mean, it's 22 years old with 151,000 miles. At that age, Volvos generally start to have transmission problems and air conditioning problems and electronic problems. Yeah, that's why it's going for $1,500. When it was new, it cost a whole bunch more than that. If you want something to toy around in the weekend, they're nice looking cars, they ride nice, maybe not a bad toy. But as an everyday driver, I don't think I'd touch that thing. Too many miles, Volvo parts are too expensive, and let's say if the transmission did go on it, then you just eat the $1,500, because to rebuild one of those transmissions, last time I had a customer who done one of those, it was like $4,500. You're gambling with dynamite there. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.